My dear friend, if you are past 60 years old and still quietly battling constipation, I want you to know this. You are not alone. I have seen this story far too often in my decades as a doctor. I have sat across from many people in their 60s, 70s, even into their 90s. They have come to me with that same subtle discomfort in their voice. They hesitate, they shift in their seats, and then they finally whisper what they've been holding in. "Doctor, I can't go." That simple sentence carries the weight of days of discomfort, bloating, gas, sleepless nights, frustration that builds in the quiet corners of everyday life. For some, it becomes a silent grief. Let me tell you something from the depths of both my heart and my experience. Constipation does not have to be your constant companion just because you've passed a certain age. Your age is not a curse. Your digestive system is not broken. It is just waiting for you to give it the right support. And that support can begin with something so deeply human and beautifully simple: the food you eat. Over the years, I have uncovered a truth that science now strongly confirms. There are 5 foods that, when eaten regularly, can help almost 99% of people over 60 experience true and lasting relief from constipation. Yes, I said 99%, not because it sounds impressive, but because I have watched it happen again and again. People who had tried fiber supplements, people who had been taking laxatives for years, people who had been told they had to live with this discomfort forever. I have seen them return to me weeks later with relief and tears in their eyes. Their bodies had remembered how to move, their gut had awakened, and these 5 foods had played a quiet but powerful role. The first food I tell every person over 60 to fall in love with is prunes, not just because of old tradition, but because of cold, hard science. A study published in the journal Clinical Nutrition in 2011 compared prunes with psyllium. Psyllium is one of the most common fiber supplements doctors recommend for constipation. The researchers found something remarkable. Prunes were more effective than psyllium in improving stool frequency and consistency. Why? Because prunes are not just fiber. They are sorbitol. They are phenolic compounds. These substances draw water into the intestines and help the colon muscles contract. They help things move. When you eat 5 to 6 prunes a day, you are not just eating dried fruit. You are feeding the very rhythm of your gut. For so many of my older patients, adding prunes to their breakfast or midday snack was the gentle nudge their body needed to remember what regularity felt like. The second food is kiwi. Yes, that little green fruit, fuzzy on the outside and bursting with bright flavor on the inside, is a miracle in disguise. A study in the American Journal of Gastroenterology in 2010 looked at people who suffered from chronic constipation. After eating 2 kiwis a day for 4 weeks, these people had more bowel movements. They had less straining. They had fewer days with discomfort. Kiwis are rich in both soluble and insoluble fiber. They are also packed with an enzyme called actinidin. This enzyme helps your body break down protein and move food through the digestive tract more efficiently. For many people, just adding 2 kiwis to their daily routine, either in the morning or after lunch, led to consistent, pain-free movements. The effect is gentle but powerful. Now, I want to talk to you about oats. Not instant oats, not sugar-laden cereal, but real rolled oats or steel-cut oats. When you cook a bowl of oats in the morning, you are making more than breakfast. You are laying down the foundation for healthy digestion. Oats are packed with a type of soluble fiber called beta-glucan. This fiber dissolves in water and forms a gel-like substance in your gut. That gel helps keep your stool soft. It slows digestion just enough to let your body absorb nutrients while still encouraging your bowels to move. A study in Nutrition Reviews found that oats significantly improve stool frequency and consistency in people with constipation. But beyond the science, I have seen this with my own eyes. 1 bowl in the morning, with maybe a handful of berries or a splash of almond milk, has turned so many lives around. It is warm, it is comforting, and it works. Let us talk about flax seeds. These tiny seeds are small, but they are mighty. A single tablespoon of ground flax seeds can give you 2 grams of fiber, but more than that, flax seeds contain mucilage. It is a gel-forming fiber that acts as a natural lubricant in the gut. In 2015, a clinical trial published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology found that people who consumed flaxseed daily had significantly more frequent bowel movements and less straining. You can stir it into your oatmeal. You can mix it into yogurt. You can even bake it into bread. It is one of the simplest additions with one of the biggest impacts. And if you are someone who finds other fibers too harsh or bloating, flaxseed is often a softer, kinder answer. Finally, let me tell you about lentils. Lentils are not just a food. They are medicine wrapped in a humble package. 1 cup of cooked lentils contains over 15 grams of fiber. But more importantly, they provide both soluble and insoluble fiber in perfect balance. This balance is what your gut needs. The insoluble fiber bulks up the stool and helps it pass more quickly. The soluble fiber absorbs water and keeps it soft. In older adults, this dual action is like a symphony for the digestive tract. A study in BMC Geriatrics showed that increasing legume intake in older populations significantly improved gastrointestinal health and reduced constipation symptoms. Lentils are versatile. You can add them to soups. You can stir them into stews. You can even make patties out of them. They are gentle. They are filling. And they support not just your gut, but your entire body. Now, my friend, I want to speak to your heart for a moment. This is not just about science. This is about your daily life. It is about the feeling of walking without discomfort, about sleeping without that dull ache in your belly, about eating without fear of what comes after or what does not come. It is about reclaiming dignity, peace, normalcy. I have seen people cry with relief after a week of these 5 foods. I have seen long-held burdens fall away quietly. I have seen lives transform. And I am not exaggerating. When your digestive system works the way it is supposed to, everything changes. Your mood lifts, your energy rises, you feel cleaner, lighter, freer. But I must also tell you this. These foods are not magic. They are not instant. They are nourishment. They are medicine in the form nature intended. You must give them time. Give your body a chance to relearn. Drink water. Move your body. Even a short daily walk helps the intestines move. Breathe deeply. Stress strangles your digestion like a fist. So be kind to yourself. Be patient. And if you've been using laxatives for years, I want to gently ask you to reconsider. Laxatives may bring temporary relief, but over time, they weaken your gut's natural rhythm. They teach your colon to depend on outside force instead of its own intelligence. These 5 foods, on the other hand, do the opposite. They remind your body of what it already knows. They rebuild trust between you and your digestion. So let me say their names again. Prunes, kiwi, oats, flax seeds, lentils. 5 foods, 1 path to relief. If you are over 60, if you feel stuck, if you are tired of being uncomfortable. Start here. Today, add 1 food, then another. Listen to your body. It will speak to you. It will tell you when it feels better. And when it does, you will feel the truth of what I am saying in every part of your being. I am not promising a miracle. I am promising a return to something that belongs to you. Your ease, your flow, your comfort. You deserve that, no matter your age. So go now. Cook the oats, slice the kiwi, soak the prunes, stir the flaxseed, simmer the lentils. Let your meals become your medicine. Let your kitchen become your pharmacy. And let each bite be a quiet step back to freedom. You are not too old. You are not too late. Your body is listening. Feed it what it needs, and it will answer. Can I combine these foods for even better results? My dear friend, you have taken a brave and wise step by asking whether combining the foods we discussed earlier can bring even better relief from constipation after 60 years of age. This question shows your commitment to healing your body naturally, thoughtfully, and with intention. Let me assure you that the answer is yes. Combining these foods does not just add their benefits together. It creates a synergy, a powerful conversation between fibers, enzymes, and nutrients that work together in ways far beyond what a single food could do alone. Your body responds to this harmony, and it is in this blending that true transformation begins. When we think about constipation, it is not simply about the absence of bowel movements. It is about the entire digestive ecosystem. It involves how food moves through your intestines, how your gut bacteria react, how water is absorbed and retained, and how your muscles gently contract to move stool along. Each of these 5 foods, prunes, kiwi, oats, flax seeds, and lentils, addresses different parts of this complex process. When combined, they complement and support each other, creating a more effective and sustained solution. Consider prunes and flax seeds together. Prunes bring sorbitol, a natural sugar alcohol that pulls water into the intestines, softening stool. They also carry fiber that bulks the stool. Flax seeds add a layer of mucilage, a gel-like fiber that lubricates and eases passage. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism showed that when different fibers are combined, they improve stool consistency and frequency more than individual fibers alone. The mucilage in flax seeds helps prunes' effects last longer by coating the digestive tract gently and preventing irritation. For many seniors, this combination reduces the urgency and discomfort that can come with too much sorbitol, balancing softness with smoothness. Adding kiwi into the mix intensifies the effect. Kiwi is rich in both soluble and insoluble fiber, which means it both softens stool and adds bulk. It also contains actinidin, an enzyme that promotes digestion and speeds up intestinal transit time. A clinical trial published in the Asia-Pacific Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that eating kiwi with other fiber-rich foods improved bowel regularity more than eating those foods separately. The enzyme in kiwi breaks down protein in your meals, which can reduce sluggishness in the gut and lessen feelings of bloating. So when kiwi meets prunes and flax seeds, it creates a gentle but active environment for digestion that calms and energizes your gut simultaneously. Oats, especially steel-cut or rolled oats, bring their own special power with beta-glucan fiber. This soluble fiber forms a gel that regulates digestion by slowing absorption but also easing stool passage. Studies and nutrition reviews demonstrate that beta-glucan has a unique ability to improve gut microbiota, which is vital for seniors whose bacterial balance tends to shift with age. When you combine oats with lentils, which provide both soluble and insoluble fiber, you are not only increasing total fiber intake, but feeding your gut bacteria the prebiotics they need to flourish. These healthy bacteria help ferment fiber into short-chain fatty acids that nourish the colon lining and encourage regular movements. This connection between fiber and bacteria cannot be overstated when we talk about constipation relief in older adults. One research article published in BMC Geriatrics specifically studied older adults increasing their intake of legumes like lentils. The results showed improved stool consistency and fewer complaints of constipation symptoms. Lentils' balanced fiber profile helps bulk stool while keeping it soft and hydrated. When lentils are combined with oats, they create a steady release of energy and fiber throughout the digestive tract, which helps prevent the irregularity that comes with age-related slow transit time. But beyond the fibers and enzymes, the real magic lies in how these foods encourage hydration inside the gut. You see, fiber alone is not enough. Without water, fiber can make constipation worse. The sorbitol in prunes draws water in. The gel-forming fibers in flax seeds, oats, and kiwi hold water. Lentils help retain moisture while providing bulk. When you combine these foods, you create an environment where water is held inside your intestines long enough to soften and move stool naturally. Research in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition highlights that a combination of water and mixed fibers reduces constipation significantly more than fiber supplements alone. For seniors who often drink less water or take medications that dry out the system, this combination is crucial. It teaches your gut to hydrate and move again, and it does so gently without harsh laxatives or chemicals that can disrupt your natural balance. You may wonder how to begin combining these foods without overwhelming your system. The key is to start slow and listen deeply to your body. For example, you might begin your day with a warm bowl of steel-cut oats topped with ground flax seeds and sliced kiwi. Mid-morning, enjoy a handful of prunes, not only for their sweetness but for their digestive power. At lunch or dinner, add a serving of cooked lentils into your meal. By spreading these foods throughout the day, you allow your body to gradually adjust to the increased fiber and hydration. This prevents bloating or discomfort and encourages consistent results. One important note I share with my patients is the value of ground flax seeds over whole flax seeds. Whole seeds often pass through the digestive tract without releasing their nutrients. Ground flax seeds release their fiber and mucilage more effectively. This small detail can make a big difference in how well you respond to this combination. Another tip is to chew your food thoroughly. It may sound simple, but chewing breaks down fiber and helps mix food with digestive enzymes. When you chew prunes or kiwi slowly, you activate enzymes in your saliva that start digestion early. This helps reduce the work your gut must do later and supports smoother bowel movements. Studies continue to reinforce what experience has long shown us. The power of combining natural foods for constipation relief is not an old wives' tale. It is grounded in modern science and the biology of aging. In fact, a review article in the journal Nutrients concluded that a diet rich in mixed sources of dietary fiber, especially combining soluble and insoluble types, along with adequate fluid intake, was one of the most effective non-pharmacological treatments for constipation in older adults. So, my dear friend, if you are still wondering if combining these foods is worth the effort, I urge you to trust both the science and the countless stories I have witnessed. The transformation you seek is within reach. Your gut is waiting to awaken to this nourishing rhythm. The synergy of prunes, kiwi, oats, flax seeds, and lentils is not just about digestion. It is about reclaiming a part of your life you may have thought was lost to age. When you combine these foods thoughtfully and patiently, you give your body the tools it needs to heal itself. You restore balance. You rebuild vitality. You reclaim comfort and dignity. There is a profound freedom in this, and it is yours to take. Remember, change does not happen overnight, but with consistent care, with respect for your body's wisdom, you will see the difference. You will feel the difference, and soon you will live it. Start today. Choose one meal, one snack, and blend these 5 foods into your life. Watch how your body responds. Watch how constipation slowly but surely vanishes. And know that you are not alone. I am with you in this journey every step of the way.